Hello and welcome back. We are playing some Tiny Glade again, and I'm doing a voiceover. I've built this already. I've had these files sitting in my recorded folder and need to edit for about a week now. And I was like, you know what? I've not built any more of this. I want to post it. So it's not as long as some of my other ones that I've done that have been edited, but I think that's okay. Sometimes some shorter form content is good too. You know, it's still a pretty long video, 20 minutes. It's enough to eat your dinner. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just going off what I do because I always find a good video to watch while I eat my dinner, and I find usually or breakfast. It's more breakfast because I usually have dinner when I'm hanging out with Ben, so we're watching something else, but and we're not watching a YouTube video. But when I'm having breakfast, I like a good 20-minute video. I really enjoy. Let's talk about stuff I've been enjoying lately. So I really enjoy watching I watch some really random stuff on YouTube. So let me find the channel names for you. I really enjoy anything by Bernadette Banner. She does historical sewing stuff, and so that's really interesting. Also in historical sewing stuff, I enjoy watching History Tea Time with Lindsay Holiday, and she does like historical videos on like she just talks about history really, and that sort of stuff's interesting. And I also have been watching Emolition play Dark Souls 3. And what else have I been watching? Anything by Darling Dolls. That's with a Z, not an S, just so you know. And they do like doll reviews. They got married recently, and so they did a Barbie's wedding dress tier list, which was pretty iconic. So that's the kind of stuff I've been watching. And so I enjoy that sort of stuff. I don't know. I watch a lot of random stuff. I don't watch too much gameplay stuff, to be honest with you. If I do watch gameplay, it's usually for games that I don't like to record because it's kind of like, one, I don't want to be spoiled if there's a story. Two, I also don't want to get like ideas from someone else and then like unconsciously copy them. So if I'm watching a game stuff, I tend to watch like stuff that I don't play and record, because then I'm like, oh, then I'm spoiled, or I have an idea and I'm like, oh, you know, and then I don't know. I just don't want to copy anyone. So I don't know. So anyways, that's kind of where I'm at. But I should probably talk about what I'm building today. So I mentioned in my last Tiny Glade video, I think we were playing the what town was it? I don't know. I think it was Springtown. This is Swamp Town. I don't know if I'm going to call it something else, but that's the kind of vibe I'm going for. I want this to be a swamp town. And here we are building the potion shop, and I also build like a residential district. So I wanted this big tree to be like the center thoroughfare, I guess, of the town. Like you have to go through and around it. Like maybe it's a special tree, and like they worship it. Like maybe it's like it was struck by lightning and they believe like the lightning god. I don't know, but like it's a special tree. It's not just a tree, it's a special tree. So yeah, that's kind of what I did, is I put that tree in the middle, and then I just kind of built some islands around that and stuff like that. And we'll probably also put some houses just in the water too. And so here you can see I'm building the potion shop because I was quite upset I didn't get my potion shop last time. So I'm trying to, I don't often build like a full building with a round building, so I wanted to do that here. So my kind of thing here is, I don't know if you've seen Shrek, but she has like the fairy godmother's house, she has like all these like potion vats. So that's kind of what these are meant to be, like a potion vat at the back. And like, I don't know, I kind of wanted it to look interesting, and I make them, you'll see in a second, I do change the colors so as if they were like different potion effects, you know, like one has a health potion and one has like a stamina and one has like a mana potion. I don't know. So that's why I did like the green, blue, and red. That was my logic, because, you know, everyone knows those are the right colors for stamina, health, and frickin' mana. But yeah, that's where we're at. And yeah, so I kind of messed around and did some stuff that I don't normally do here, and I was quite pleased with how it turned out. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. And next up, I do end up building a. I wanted it to be a kind of like an apartment complex is the thing I build next. You'll see when I get there, but I really wanted it like it to feel like an apartment complex, because like I feel like, you know, there's not much land here in the swamp, right? And so you would want to like build off the land. So I kind of did a lot of vertical stuff on that, and that was kind of my thing. Also, I saw they're increasing the max height of terrain, which is pretty cool. So we might need to play around with that at some point, but I don't know. We'll see. No guarantees I'll finish Swamp Town. If you guys are not familiar either with what I did in the last few videos, I put all the decorations over in a corner, and it worked quite well, so I decided to do that again. I spent like 20 minutes like getting them all there. I definitely would like to finish it. Just watching this, I would like to finish it, but I don't know when it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point, maybe. You know, it's hard because I'm sick. So I don't know. I'm hopeful I'll be not sick at some point, but who really knows? It's life, I guess. Yeah. So tell me, back onto the topic of YouTubers and stuff. Let me give some shout outs to some people of people you watch in the comments. Obviously, go check out Glow Gloria too. She's a regular appearance on the channel. We love Glow. But you know, who else you be watching? You know, I want to hear it. And it doesn't have to just be game stuff. Like I said, I watch a lot of interesting like history stuff. And I like watching, you know, I occasionally watch game stuff. I really like what is it? I enjoy stuff watching like that I can learn stuff about. I don't know. So here you can see me doing the apartment. It looks a bit janky here, but I promise you it looks good in the end. You just gotta stick with it, okay? You gotta stick with it. And I do end up changing the colors of some things. And again, the roof stays blue, which I think is interesting. It doesn't quite match because that was the last frickin' little potion bubble I put down. So it ends up staying like that. And so I probably wouldn't have chose blue, but I also wasn't going to go change all the houses. So I might just try to have different color houses. I think it still fits the vibe and I'm quite happy with it. Maybe I do go change it. I don't know. Either way, I like how it looks. I really don't quite remember. It'll be a bit of a surprise for both of us. But yeah, I pretty much just wanted to keep on placing stuff until it looked okay, and then I kind of go around and, as you can see, like adjust the height of some things, and some things like you know, become balconies, different roof shapes, you know, all that good stuff. I just kind of wanted to really I don't know, just make it all different. You know, I wanted it to be cobbled together and just kind of chaotic and stuff. That's kind of the vibe I was going for, and I think I really succeeded with it. So I'm actually quite excited to build more of this town now, just watching this, because I don't know, I think it looks cool. But yeah. Um, excuse me. I'm excited to. Yesterday, I convinced Chloe to play the Untitled Goose Game, which was a lot of fun. You may have already seen the episodes, depending on when I post this and that and all that good stuff. But it was a lot of fun. I've had my eye on it for a little while, and it was obviously really popular a couple of years ago when it came out, but I never really played it because I was like, I kind of played like that game with the goat ages ago, and I was like, I don't really need that, and I was like, I don't know, I was just kind of looking for something fun and silly to play, and it just kind of, I was like, what if we played it? And so that was exciting, and yeah. So we'll see. Glow also bought me Lies of P, which is exciting. I've had my eye on that game since it came out, but I've never purchased it. But I've been thinking about it more lately, especially because it's getting like a prequel or a DLC or some kind of update. It was announced recently-ish. I don't know. It's a paid update, obviously, but yeah. And so I was like, ooh, I kind of want to try it. And so I may record that, but I've also got so many other things I really need to like finish on the channel. Like we've got Metaphor, we've got we have No Man's Sky, we've got like there's a bunch of stuff. I feel like introducing another series could be wild, but I also kind of feel like it's a series that would potentially do well on the channel because I've posted, like, we post Elden Ring stuff too. We haven't in a little while, but I feel like people who like Elden Ring probably like Lies of P because it's also a kind of Souls sort of game. So I may post that. I don't know. The problem is that my sickness, right? It's not just like a runny nose or an occasional cough. It's my throat hurts more the more I talk. So recording is really tough because I'm limited. So like if I want to play like Lies of P, right, it limits to me how much I can play because I am like and like coughing up a lung, you know what I mean? So it's kind of rough. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's rough. But yeah, I don't know. I may record it. I may not record it. We will see. We will see. I might just post screenshots of it on my Tumblr because that's what I was doing for Elden Ring for a while. If you guys don't know, I have a Tumblr and I post stuff on it occasionally. It was not the Elden Ring save that we were doing like with Glow or anything. It was a new Elden Ring save because a lot of people compare Infinity Nikki to Elden Ring. And so I thought it would be funny to make a Elden Nikki save, and that's what I did. I made Nikki in Elden Ring, and I've been playing the game with her. And I almost beat it. I've got like the last couple bosses, and I just haven't finished it because my brain doesn't like when I finish anything, and so I've not even tried to finish it once I got to a certain point. So there you go. I'm sorry, but it's just who I am as a person. But yeah, I don't know. I also didn't sleep very well last night. I woke up at like 2 in the morning. I sat up at my desk for like half an hour, 40 minutes. And I went back to bed, and then I got woken up at like 5. My dad was making breakfast in the kitchen, and he was loud. Dropped the cup, which is not his fault, but, he woke me up, so that was fun. And yeah, I don't know, man. That was rough. I was like, oh, I'm so tired. I had a little lay down. Not really much of a lay down, though. Before I recorded this. I wasn't even gonna originally record this, and then I was, like, sitting at my desk. I'm like, what can I do for, like, half an hour. I was like, I know, I'll sit here and ramble to myself. Which actually, I just want to point out is a talent. Like, like I know I've commented a couple times on the build, but I just want you to know that I'm not actually doing anything right now. I'm literally just sitting here talking to you about whatever comes into my mind, which I feel like you really should appreciate because I'm like, you know, just try talking to yourself for an hour, okay? This one's only 20 minutes, but the other day I posted one, and I think I posted a couple recently where I just sit there for like a whole hour talking to myself. Like, just try it. I don't know. Like, it's tougher than you think. Like, a lot of people think making like videos and stuff is easy or like streaming is easy, but it's really not. Like, you know, you got to be somewhat interesting. You can't just sit there on like and doing whatever. Like, you got to, I don't know, be interesting. But and I think it's even more important. So with something like this where it's sped up is you got to like talk about stuff, you know? Like, you can't just be like, yeah, here's my build and I built a thing and you know it's buildy. You know? Whereas like I don't know, I feel like it's slightly different when you've got the not sped up version and you're kind of talking through your thought process and stuff like that. Whereas I feel like the speed build, it's like, okay, we've got 20 minutes of just like pure rambling to go. Like, just let's go. And I don't know. And the same kind of thing happens when you stream too. Like, if you don't have many people in your chat, you literally just have to hold a conversation with yourself for like a couple hours. And I feel like, I don't know, it can actually be quite therapeutic. Or maybe I'm just kind of crazy, but I honestly find sitting down, especially with something like this, I don't find streaming as therapeutic. Hence, I don't do it very often. But sitting down and just talking about whatever comes into my mind for an extended period of time is just honestly quite relaxing. But it's kind of like a verbal diary of what's going on in my life. It's interesting. But yeah. I don't quite know what to tell you, but it's certainly very different, and I don't know. I quite enjoy it. But yeah, we are coming towards the end of this video, so I'm gonna have to stop rambling to you all. I'm playing golf today. Not real golf, virtual golf. In Golf with Friends or Golf, I don't know, Golf with Friends, I think. I'm playing with Glow, Lum, and Zane, who was in our last golfing videos. I may record it. I don't know if I'm going to, though. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm going to record something, and then Lum says the most unhinged thing, and I'm like, I can't post this. Like, he's out of control. But honestly, I might just record him and post like a caveat that says Lum is out of control, and I don't know. He doesn't mean anything he says in a rude way. He's just got a very dark sense of humor, and I think, you know, it's a little tricky. But yeah, look how good it looks at nighttime too. So good. But anyways, the video is coming to a close now, so thank you guys so very much for watching. Why don't you try talking to yourself for half an hour to an hour, see how that goes. Report back to me. Also, let me know what YouTubers you've been watching lately. I'm curious, and I don't know. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. I've still got like 10 seconds. Gosh dang it. I'm early. Premature. It's okay. It happens to the best of us, I suppose. If you can forgive me. Anyways, bye-bye.